All right, at this time, I'd like to call the committee of the whole meeting to order. Let the record reflect it is Tuesday, October 5th, 2021 at 6:02 p.m. This meeting is being conducted pursuant to Governor Pritzker's Disaster Proclamation and Public Act 101-0640, which amends requirements of the Open Meetings Act due to COVID-19 pandemic. Although remote attendance is an option for the board members are all present. Thus, we do not need to confirm the audio. All the materials for this meeting are available on the village's website, and we recommend the members and the public follow the agenda as posted. After members have spoken, I will forward public comment as follows. Once I, the chair, have a list of all public commenters, I will call on each person present at the meeting and afford them 3 minutes for their comment. Further time up to an additional 3 minutes may be granted by motion of the village board. The public was also provided the opportunity to submit a request until noon today by email to clerk's office at tinleypark.org or by placing their written request in the drop box at Village Hall to participate publicly via a live telephone call at the relevant portion of the public meeting. Written comments will not be read aloud, and finally, each vote taken in this meeting will be conducted by a roll call vote. Madam Deputy Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Trustee Brady.
Present.
Trustee Brennan.
Present.
Trustee Galante. Here. Trustee Mahoney. Trustee Mueller.
Here.
Trustee Sullivan.
Here.
President Glatz.
Present.
Very good. All right. Item number 2. Well, actually, I'm sorry. You know what? Just to get on record, is Dennis going to be participating tonight?
Did not hear that he was not.
Yeah, neither did I.
Okay. All right. Item number 2, consider approval of the minutes of the committee of the whole meeting held on September 21st, 2021. Is there such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, Trustee Mueller. Do I have a second? Is that Trustee Brady? Thank you, Trustee Brady. Madam Deputy Clerk, can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Very good. Motion carries. Item number 3, consider amendments to the pay scale ordinance. Who wants to take that one? Hannah?
Yes, I'll take that one. Thank you. Just a brief intro before I pass this over to Chief Klotz. The fire department is looking at adding a weekend shift incentive pay due to some staffing concerns. And this just prompted a review of our current ordinances related to pay and fringe benefits as they currently exist. There are 3 separate ordinances, so we took this opportunity to combine the 3 of them into one ordinance for ease and to just clean up some titles and a few other just minor scrivener errors, so nothing major. Just wanted to point that out as you review this. So with that being said, I'll hand this over to Chief Klotz.
Okay, thank you, Hannah. As Hannah said, the fire department's been experiencing some staffing issues probably over the last year and a half, especially related to the weekends. We've been pulling the weekends, and that's where the heart of the shortages are coming from. There's probably several reasons why, but we did pull a few of the other part-time departments, one of them being Westmont, to find out kind of what they do. They want to run a part-time organization like us, and they have for years had incentive pay for weekends. So I would actually like you to consider, again, some of the reasons are family commitment, that it's hard to commit for weekends for our guys, especially when they're working a full-time job. Their primary employment, and as with COVID, obviously, people are running shorthanded, so the overtime is greater for them to get called for overtime versus coming to work the weekend for the fire department. So this is just like an incentive to hopefully bring up the numbers of weekend firefighters as proposed. Any questions?
No, me and Chief Klotz have talked about this quite a bit. I just, appreciate you putting this together and, tackling this. I know this has been an issue for some of the houses for some time here. So, happy to support you in this and get this going, because I know the weekends are really primarily where we're having the biggest issues. So, is there any other questions from any members of the board?
I was just curious how the the pay scale, I know there was 3 options. Is that something we're voting on, or is that something that,
Well, it's something for the committee here to discuss.
Okay.
What option we're most comfortable with. That's what, appreciate Chief Klotz giving us the options on that.
Okay.
So whatever, me personally, I think, the middle option, $4 an hour, I think would be the most suitable one for us for right now, to see how this goes, to see if we can get, and see an increased presence of staffing, or, have fewer issues on the weekends. I think that would probably be a good step in the right direction for us. So I'd be in favor of option 2, I guess.
okay.
I don't know if anyone else from the,
Yeah, I agree. Option 2 definitely makes the most sense. I talked to the chief right before here, and he went through the reasons. Option 2 seems to be in line with his expectations as well, so happy to go with option 2.
Trustee Galante, you have any questions?
No, I was just going to ask that if you had a recommendation over which
I
one, but-
gave the 3 options, but my recommendation was going to be the second one, to see how it works, and hopefully, again, I think we're going to get some positive feedback on this, that it's going to make a difference in the staffing levels, so I would recommend the second one also.
Right. Did you want to add anything about the budget and like that? I mean, there was a, you discussed with us that we wouldn't have any issues as far as, budgeting issues and.
Yeah, because unfortunately, because we've been, and I don't have the statistical numbers for you, but because we're running short on some of the shifts, we're probably not even going to use our actual salary budget for the year. So the number that reflected on your packet was a total year cost. But again, I think we could probably absorb most of that, at least because we've been running shorthanded with this. So again, as everyone knows, jobs now in all industries are complicated to get people to work, and the fire department's no different. So we're trying to do our best, but we are running short sometimes. So that's that. I'm not going to call it a savings, but the money not spent will probably help cover some of these costs.
Very good.
Yeah, I think we're seeing attrition in every single department, so it's unfortunate, but if this can help keep the critical people in seats, then
Correct.
let's go through with it.
We're not immune to it, so it's,
Right.
Mr. Mayor, you want to add anything?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. I also want to add that to help absorb some of those costs, Steve also, since the transition to interim, has been working substantially lower than what the pay is to help offset a lot of the costs that we're seeing. So Steve has personally taken on that burden, a lot of himself, to help us pay for a lot of this. I won't get into dollar figures, but it's a substantial decrease that Steve is working for. Thank you.
Thank you.
Trustee Brady?
I agree, concur with my fellow trustees. It's a good idea, and we do appreciate all that you have done, Steve.
Thank you.
Excellent. All right, well, I will make a motion to move this to the village board meeting. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Trustee Mueller. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney. Present. Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
So we moved option 2 to the
Yeah,
next one.
yeah, just for clarification, that was option 2.
I'm good with that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That motion will carry. Item number 4, consider COVID-19 support services reimbursement agreement with Cook County.
Thank you, Trustee Brennan. The service agreement in front of you tonight that I'm proposing to get moved to the board for approval is an official intergovernmental agreement between the village and Cook County so that Cook County can seek our reimbursable costs on our behalf through FEMA. Similar to other intergovernmental agreements, specifically the intergovernmental agreements we entered in early on in COVID back in 2020. This is stipulating the same thing where we're working with Cook County, providing them the information, and then they'll go ahead and submit to FEMA on our behalf and then pass through those funds once reimbursed.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Brown. Any questions from the village board? Trustee Mueller, any questions from this side? Trustee Galante?
No.
Good.
Good?
Good.
Trustee Sullivan?
Good.
Mr. Mayor?
Good, thank you.
Yep. Is there such a motion to move this item to the item number 4 to the village board meeting?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you, Trustee Sullivan. Thank you, Trustee Brady. Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Roll call for item number 4, Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Very good. Motion carries.
Anthony. Printers.
What's that?
Printers.
Yeah. Item number 5 here, consider purchase and service contract for multifunction printers and copiers for Village Hall. Anthony?
Thank you. So as the memo states, this is to purchase 2 new multifunction printers along with the service and maintenance contract with them. These are the larger devices. They used to be called copiers. Now we kind of refer to them as multifunction printers since they do a little bit more than just copying in and of itself. The catalyst for this began back in May of this year. We plotted all the printing devices in Village Hall and then laid that on top of the floor layout plan. That allowed us to easily identify areas within Village Hall that had a large number of print devices in a relatively small space. The village treats the smaller printers a little differently than they do the MFP copier printers. They have service contracts and maintenance contracts with these larger copier devices. That covers break fixes, toners, that sort of thing. And then the smaller printers, toners purchased as needed. You'll often see kind of in the closet a bunch of inventory for that. And any breaks are either time and material, or with the smaller devices, it's usually not necessarily serviceable. Excuse me. The village currently has 3 contracts to cover all of our existing copiers. 2 of those 3 contracts only cover a single device. The purchase of these 2 would eliminate one of those 3, so one of those legacy contracts would end. This is a new contract, and I wanted to make it a note to say that this is a new contract with a new vendor. The new vendor for this would be Proven IT, which you may know is a local, it's a national company that's local, headquartered here locally in the village of Tinley Park. That's all. I'd be happy to answer any questions if you had anything about it.
No, thank you, Anthony.
Thanks.
Any questions from the village board?
I'll just say, Anthony, good job on the price. Very reasonable.
Any questions down there? No?
Good.
Always good to support a local business, so great job, Anthony. Appreciate that. Is there
I'll make a motion to move the MFP copiers to the village board later tonight.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Trustee Brady. Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Roll call for item number 5, Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Very good. Motion carries. Item number 6, consider contract for Post 5 sanitary sewer lift station improvements.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Post 5, which is just north of 171st, west of 80th Avenue, is a sanitary lift station that is approximately 40 years old. This lift station services over 3/4 of the village's sanitary sewer and then transmits it to MWRD for treatment. The station has seen its end of its serviceable life. We are looking for a replacement of the facility, updating the capacity of the well, and adding a generator to the site, which it currently does not have. The system was bid on September 24th. We had 3 bidders. The lowest bid, which is our recommendation, is for Aries Incorporated for $3.9 million. And we are requesting the approval and move to the village board.
Very good. Thank you, John. Expenditure of funds. Any questions from the village board? No? No questions?
Oh,
Very
thanks,
good.
John.
Thanks, John. Good job. I will make a motion to move this item to the village board
I'll
meeting.
second it.
Thank you, Trustee Mueller. Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Roll call for item number 6, Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Very good. Motion carries. Item number 7, receive comments from the public. Madam Deputy Clerk, was there any? There was not. Okay, very good. Anyone else like to address the board? No? Okay. Moving on to item number 8, adjourn to executive session to discuss the following: the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body or legal counsel for the public body, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee of the public body or against legal counsel for the public body to determine its validity. And B, the purchase or lease of real property for the use of the public body, including meetings held for the purpose of discussing whether a particular parcel should be acquired.
I'll make a motion to adjourn to executive session.
Thank you, Trustee Miller. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Trustee Brady. Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Motion to adjourn, Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Very good. We will adjourn to executive session. Is there a motion to adjourn the committee of the whole meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Trustee Miller. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Trustee Brady. Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Motion to adjourn, Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Very good. Motion carries. We are adjourned.